So we've got a quick video going today, and the ultimate purpose is not really just to show you our little day trip today. I know everyone's a little stir crazy and anxious for winter to be over. So we were too. We had breakfast with my mom, visiting from Alaska, and then we decided to go out, and we thought at first that we could get across out of Terrace Heights and get all the way over to the Columbia River up this way. But we weren't able to do that. It was a bunch of private property, dead-end roads, no trespassing. You can see we turned around a few times, and it just led us back to the highway. So we're like, we'll hit the highway.
See the road that goes through too.
Yeah, you can see that road that goes through anyway. We hit the highway, went over here. This is the entrance to the Hanford nuclear site over here, going that way. So we went and we crossed the Columbia River, went around up along this dam here, this huge dam. We got all turned around at Desert Air. That place is probably some little vacation community. It's an interesting place. Up through Mattawa, Beverly, and then at Vantage we wanted to go check out the petrified wood forest at Ginkgo, but it was all kind of snowy and closed down, and we ended up just not having to hit the highway again all the way to Ellensburg, which was really cool. Up in here, well, yeah, the interstate. It's still a highway technically, but then we get to Ellensburg, and we have driven out this way before from Natchez, so we hopped back on that route, which is actually kind of cool. I downloaded some GPX tracks. They're not on this map right now, but we crossed paths with part of the path from a guy who took the Washington Backroads Discovery route, which is something we're going to have to do. It goes all the way from the southern border of Washington to the northern border. And then we skipped Highway 12 and we went over to Tieton, back on into Yakima, back home. The only real not paved area was up in here. Up in here some of the way. It was pretty snowy. Anyway, that's not the purpose of this video. We wanted to talk to you guys about something else.
Private road. Fucking private roads, man. Private road, that was.
So what we really wanted to talk about today was our new Patreon page. What it says on there is exactly what we feel. We're going to just try and create as much content as we can, showing you guys some cool, not only off-road, but camping and cooking videos. This trip, it was really cold. We decided not to get out much, so there's not a lot of the best footage or whatever. But what I plan on doing is bringing you guys videos for things you can cook and bring with you and have just gourmet dinners out in the middle of nowhere. And what we're planning on doing this summer is probably like 1 week on, 1 week off, going out and just camping the entire time. And we're gonna film all of this. We're gonna bring all of it to you guys. So this is one reason why you guys should support us, because it's not cheap. Another thing, I guess we wanted to go over to our overland wish list, which I know that sounds fantastical, but it's all stuff we want to do to the truck eventually. We will. So we'll go down. This isn't even a complete list, but we're going to go through it. We're going to get the equipment to air down, including the onboard air compressor, which right now, that's why we don't go very far on snow, because we don't have the ability to even air down. We do have an air pump, but it's just plugged into AC, and it takes a long time to pump up even one wheel, so we're not going to risk that. We're going to get the double battery set up once we have more electronics coming along with us, as far as like the drone and some other things. And eventually that would come with solar too, if we can afford it, when we can afford it. We were thinking of a suspension lift, but for now we're actually just going to fix the steering parts, and we're going to just stick with regular shocks and make sure we can bear the load that's going to be on the back. That's all fine. Some little things, pry bar, shovel, high lift jack, first aid kit. GPS we have kind of worked out on a phone, but we'd like to get a bigger screen for it eventually. Eventually get a ham radio and CB and or a water filter, a chainsaw, and chainsaw safety equipment, of course. You can't forget that. Tow straps, fire extinguishers, maybe eventually like a little portable toilet. We're going to get a full-size spare, and for now, just mount it on the roof, because another part of the list is a front roof rack where we can put a light bar and a windscreen and stuff, because the tent in the back, we already have the rack for that. We're just not putting it up yet because it's too cold. It'll even out the entire the weight of the truck. It'll kind of even it out more. It won't all be at the very back corner of the canopy. Yeah, as far as the swinging back gate with the tires and everything in the bumper, that is going to have to wait. But one thing we do really want is an ARB deluxe front bumper, because there's a nice spot for a winch in there. It protects the headlights. I think it'll be worth the money. We're going to invest in probably some new bulbs, like maybe some new light housings, just because our truck is a little old and some things are a little rusty. It did live in Salem, Oregon for a long time, and it rains a lot there. So anyway, also, as far as armor goes, we'll get some sliders. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of stuff, and it's a lot of it's little, but it adds up. And we're not like begging for money or anything, but we are men of modest means and only make so much. So anyone who would like to contribute, and like I said, we'll bring you more of this and bring you more quality.
A quick video going today, and
better stuff.